Okay, sorry. Part 1 for Journey to Infinity War starts with Iron Man, the beginning of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, starring Robert Downey Jr., fresh off of rehab and being the black sheep of Hollywood. Nobody believed in this property, this B-grade character, or this actor. What did it do, Tyler?
Oh, it took off. It started this whole thing. It did really well. We had Jon Favreau as the director. This came out in 2008, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So 10 years.
10 years ago. Holds
Iron
up great.
Man, yeah, I still like the first Iron Man. Iron Man was one of the first Marvel movies that I like wanted to own and like rewatch and kind of like I just thought it was right away you could tell that it's different from all the other ones that we've seen. Would you agree?
Yeah, I think it did. It's one of those movies that it took its time throughout the movie telling the origin story of the character and building up. Like, you don't really get full-fledged Iron Man till like almost an hour and a half into the movie or more. And that really got you to like, love, and appreciate Tony Stark and his world.
Right, and that plays a key element into his character later on in the Marvel Cinematic Universe with, he's mostly Tony Stark. Iron Man's just a part of it.
Absolutely.
The film was, like I said, I don't want to repeat myself, but I could tell that it was good. But I think that I remember thinking Fantastic Four did not do a good origin like this.
And that was one of the big comics. Iron Man. Who knows Iron Man? Who cares about Iron Man?
Right. X-Men's not doing a fantastic job right now because at the time they hadn't done their First Class.
It was either the same
series.
year or close to X-Men Origins.
I think Origins came out in 2009, so it was
Okay.
It had just been like
Last Stand.
Yeah, Last Stand, exactly. Okay. So I remember thinking like this is a monumental achievement, and I really like the character building that he does, his character ability. I really like how much he struggles and fidgets with the technology, how urgent it is because of the shrapnel, and how he has to figure out something for that. He gets that figured out, and then he's trying out the suit, and it does all those trials and errors, and
which was hilarious and character building at the same time.
So you get a lot of that, and you don't get that with anybody else if you notice. Like, you never see Spider-Man, like, kind of in, like,
But it's always very skimmed over.
Yeah. But people messing with their suit and trying to get it, and so I thought that was a nice, unique change. It's not suddenly, I'm a billionaire, now I have the suit.
Right. I would be remiss if I didn't quickly bring up the side characters. I think were all excellently cast. Jon Favreau, obviously, starring in his own film, as Happy Hogan. The security guard assistant, whatever he was. And then Gwyneth Paltrow as Pepper Potts. She's never really impressed me in the past before, but I feel like her chemistry with Robert Downey Jr. was fantastic, and moving forward just created a really believable relationship. And of course, Jeff Bridges as Obadiah Stane. I thought he was a charismatic, just perfect, a-hole for the film, and opposition to Tony Stark. And just, he provided like this father figure so that you felt the betrayal down the road in the movie when it's revealed that he's selling all these weapons overseas,
right,
and
right.
Really stabbing Tony in the back and also opening Tony's eyes.
What I think is really good about it too is I don't want to gloss over the cinematography. The costume design was fantastic. The special effects were great. Who would have thought that Jon Favreau, going from smaller movies, I think, the biggest production he had made at that point was Zathura, which is obviously a very cinematic film. Like, there's a lot of special effects in there. But, like, you wouldn't think that Jon Favreau at the time would go on to do Jungle Book and make, them look perfect. And with Lion King coming now soon, too. You wouldn't think that Jon Favreau, who made films like Made and Swingers, would launch this universe so monumentally and do such an outstanding job and go on to be one of the greatest directors of our time.
Right. So wrapping up really quick because we're approaching our 5 minutes. Just final thoughts.
What more can you say about Iron Man? I mean,
still one of the strongest entries in the franchise.
For sure. It holds up.
Bang.
It holds up.
I am Iron Man. And long live Black Sabbath.
Oh, that's it.
All right, we will see you guys next time for The Incredible Hulk, which we've definitely both seen.